not aware of any co-conspirator statements by Mr. Copeland from. I'm aware of the Garlington 2 Copeland statement,
Yeah.
but
From Mr. Copeland himself.
I don't. When they say they've noticed us on statements by Copeland that are in his statement, in his prior statements, I don't know what that means specifically.
Okay.
Everybody hit that like button and that subscribe button, please.
Like, here's what
This is the Young Thug trial.
Okay, so.
The judge is denying bail for everybody.
How many of those are there?
How many statements of Garlington's?
How many co-conspirator statements from any alleged co-conspirator are there that y'all are going to be introducing through Mr. Copeland? Or potentially introducing through Mr. Copeland?
At least 3 co-conspirator statements. 2 from Garlington that is contained in the June 6th interview. And then there's a jail call with Mr. Copeland and other unindicted co-conspirators.
Okay. So, defense.
If there's more, we can correct that tomorrow.
Okay. All right, so take a look at it tonight and make sure. Okay. And then, with regard to the other acts, do you want me to set up, I think it would be a good idea to have a deadline, for giving the exhaustive list over. So, do y'all wanna make a suggestion as to how long y'all need to do that? That's great. Yes, that'll work. So that'll be Monday, August 5th. Yes. Okay. Moving on to discovery reports of state's experts. Did you know specifically which reports or which experts you feel like you're missing reports from? Okay.
I just asked my coworker that I'm privileged to work with to email to your honorable court's coworker and everyone else the November 17, 2023 written order on this topic. And I don't know if this court has seen it. And if you want the court reporter to be emailed, though, you can do that email. But we had a hearing on this on about August 21, 2023. Opening statements were approximately November 27, 2023. And we had no reports of any gang expert. We got a PowerPoint the day of testimony for the first witness, is my memory, but if I'm wrong, I apologize and please correct me. And that PowerPoint had to be gone through and had to be excised. His name is Detective Belknap, Belknab. Then Detective Dennis testified. He was allowed over a strenuous objection to say that we did this work, and we spoke with witnesses, and we spoke with victims, and we spoke with co-conspirators, and we spoke with people who identify themselves as a gang member in IF or a gang member in YSL. And based upon that, we know that the following crimes occurred, and here's some 911 calls. I don't know who these people are. We have no background. That's a confrontation clause violation because it's the police officer doing the work. We never got any reports. When I asked for the reports, I was told that that's under lock and key by the City of Atlanta Police Department. And he, meaning Detective Dennis, no longer works there and cannot get. They have a gang book. He described it as a gang book, but they can't get it. Detective Belknap said he cannot get access to get out that gang book. So we're basically in the dark and we're hitting the best we can, but this is all over objection. I have no idea how to challenge. Like you heard earlier today, there's a lot of information for the court, but you heard earlier today that, God forbid, it's at 7:22 p.m. The 911 call goes out, Mr. Donald Thomas is shot. He's killed. It's on video. It's bad. The drive-by shooting, he gets shot. Multiple gunfire. 2 other people were shot as well, but thankfully not fatal.
Already, they need to free him.
7:22, so within 5
Dude,
hours.
she was like, nope.
Mr. Copeland
She
said
didn't even
that,
think twice.
roads that are close to his
For none of them,
family
actually.
members. And you heard a representation that Mr. Williams, his stepfather's home was shot. I have no idea who shot his stepfather's home. I have no idea who to speak with about it. There's a 911 call about it. I'm not conceding that it was done by a gang member.
Y'all welcome in. Y'all hit that like button and subscribe, please.
The next witness, who was deemed an expert by Judge Granville, is a detective Gaither, which is Gaither. And she testified as well. I didn't make a report, but she goes into, I spoke with people, they're unnamed people, it's the same thing. I would like to know who these people are, because I'd like to talk with them. Because if they say, no, I never said that, that's important for the jury to make credibility determination. That has all been kept away from us. Judge Granville ordered the state, and it's just, easy to read the order, but I wrote the order after the order, and he signed it. In order to permit a meaningful opportunity to cross-examine, all expert notes, reports, documents, statements, basis of opinion are required to disclose by each expert for the prosecution as to the underlying facts or data so cross-examination can properly, lawfully, and constitutionally occur. And that's right out of the case of Harris, Harris versus State, which in 314 Georgia, 23, it's in Division 6A, is in Elisa 8757 to the 659 2022 case, where our Supreme Court said that is not the rule in Georgia, but we encourage trial judges who can control the proceedings to order that to be done, and Judge Granville ordered it. The state never gave us those witnesses. Then you have Detective Belknap talking about, well, at APD, meaning Atlanta Police Department, we have 6 criteria that we designate someone a criminal street gang member and a criminal street gang. Then you have Detective Dennis. He gave us same policy requirement. Then you have Detective Gaither. She gave the same ones. It is my understanding that the next 2, which is Detective Underwood, which is UNDERWOOD, and she's going to testify, I assume. I don't know, because I have no reports. Similar policy. And then you have Investigator Viverito, which is VIVERITO, also with the city of Atlanta gang division of their policy. All of this is cumulative. All of this, I have 0, none of us have any type of documentation, and
when it feels like mosquitoes are
Oh, I'm so sorry.
reach for your family's
It's, the
first line of
commercials, you
defense
gotta pay the
against mosquito
bills.
ticks. Repel Family Insect Repellent protects against mosquitoes and ticks with a light, deep-free formula designed to leave no oily residue behind. So light on skin, you'll hardly know it's there, as it delivers up to 8 hours of deep-free protection. Repel Family Insect.
Judge Granville said, it may be getting cumulative. He did not rule that way. He said this could be getting cumulative. He allowed the next expert to testify, which was Detective Gaither, and then I don't know how we have no reports when there's a written. I made 0. It's hard when the expert is just saying, or the witness is just saying, well, I do this. I'm on the street. I know these people. Brian's, you don't know how streets work. And I go out, and this is how I get information. People will talk to me because they know that I will put it in a report. Well, that makes it pretty hard to say, well, I don't think the jury should just rely on your word. I'd like to know who that witness was. Well, I'm not able to tell you. I don't want to tell you. I can't tell you because I left the office. That's the issue I'd like to address.
understand the frustration. If there is no report, there is no report. But what was the date of the order that Judge Glanville issued that you referenced?
It is, and it was emailed to your reports
Thank you.
at 11, which is November 17, 2020.
Okay, 24,
No.
23, 22,
23.
23, okay.
Thanks.
All right, and that's, you know, unless I specifically change what's been directed in an order, all of the orders that have been issued continue to apply. So, I'll expect the state to abide by the requirements of that order, and we'll have to address whether the other experts might be cumulative. Besides these gang experts, are there other experts who you believe there should be reports for that you don't have?
I know. Mine is not working. I don't think I have a voice.
Okay. Anybody else?
That's mine. If I misspoke, that's mine.
For any of the other defendants, anybody believe there are other outstanding expert reports that you don't have? Hearing silence. I
Miss
see.
Love rolling eyes. They done got into it.
Yes.
Y'all look on my page, you'll see Miss Love and that other young lady
One thing
get into
before
it.
you start, I want to ask.
It was
and
snatching
it
that
may be
mic.
entirely wrong,
Yeah,
but,
you mean.
With regard to the experts that are being recalled, I would assume y'all are trying to present your case kind of in some semblance of order, so it may be that right now they're testifying as to ABC count, and later they'll testify to XYZ count.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, all right. Is that all? Yeah, go ahead, and if there was something else you wanted to say.
Your Honor, just briefly, I wanted to kind of orient that
I
as
know he don't get up. Miss
gang
Love
experts
persuaded
stand
him.
called to the stand, this argument has been addressed or raised to Judge Glanville, and part of it is gang experts, unlike GBI experts on blood or touch DNA, the police reports that the state has related to the online crimes. This is obviously a crimes that span a decade. So the gang detectives, specifically Detective Gaither, Detective Dennis, they worked, I think, approximately 26 retaliatory shootings after the January 10th murder of Donna Thomas. So they worked as the lead detectives. For example, you've heard about D'Angelo White. That was a shooting, attempted murder that happened that Detective Gaither and Dennis picked up after essentially an aggravated assault that APD had it, because they're gang detectives. So when they talk about, they don't have, as you would have in, say, a scientific report like a 50-page treatise of the Young Slime Life Street, work these crimes, and their reports or warrants that the state has have been turned over. And so the basis that they state their opinions, they speak from working the case, from talking to people. So
They're experts based on their experience.
yes, Your Honor. And part of the issue arises is the reports that the defense is requesting, they do not have. So, for example, I believe it was Detective Gaither or Dennis, they mentioned that they are retired from APD. So when you ask them, do you have some other additional reports? They say all the reports I made were in my file. So the state is not aware of any reports from these gang experts that we have that has not been turned over. The state believes that those kind of four corners from this decade of acts in the case don't exist. Of like Detective Gaither or Dennis didn't write some large report in total.
Has the state asked, not the individual detectives who have since retired, but APD? Do we have all of the reports relevant to this case?
Yes, Your Honor, and I will defer to my co-counsel because I came on this case in December, but my understanding is that that has been Chief Deputy Love or Hilton, correct me if I'm wrong, to the court.
Yes, Your Honor, the reports, this is an issue that has been addressed times after the order was entered. Every time that we address addressed repeatedly, Mr. Steele's motions and his assertions regarding their lack of a report from various experts. I asked that the board review that portion, do a search for the word expert report.
I'm not gonna do that. Sorry, I mean,
No, I don't have any problem with it. Not only is that we've addressed
got
it,
enough to read.
so it's
Searching
addressed
for
that issue
expert.
multiple times.
Okay.
And Judge Lambo has ruled on, Victor Williams' repeated, motions for a report of detectives Gaither, Dennis, Belknap, our gang experts. Judge Lambo has ruled on that, even after the order that was entered. So I don't believe at this point that there is any further, ruling unless the court wishes to reconsider the rulings that Judge Lambo has previously made. I don't believe that there is any further, matters to be ruled on as they relate to expert reports and the gang experts that the state has, identified for the defense.
All right, just make sure that you, have abided by and continue to abide by, the order issued on November 17th, granting the motion for complete witness list and expert reports and analysis and findings, okay?
Your Honor, I have to respond to that briefly.
Yes.
And I was gonna provide one case to the court.
So,
Before or after?
okay, all right, yeah, no, we'll let, Mr. Atkins finish. Let me, and Mr. Steele quoted it for us, but what the order says is all expert reports, their analysis findings, and the basis for same must be provided to counsel for each person accused in stanter, which means immediately. So, the way I read that means even though this gets down to what our discovery statutes might require, this order is what controls. And so even if there is not a written report, you need to give to the defense any findings that these experts have made and the basis for those findings. Okay, just make sure y'all understand that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
The case, and I apologize, but it's Hassan v. State, which is a March 19, 2024 Supreme Court of Georgia, Hassan v. State. The version I pulled up is from when it was just pronounced, so it has
What's the
site.
S word number?
It is, Your Honor. So I need to pull up another version. I have the version I saved when it first got published, so I have the 2024 Georgia Lexus 7.4.
Well, that'll work. 2024 Georgia Lexus
7.4, and then it gives a Westlaw.
7.4.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I don't use what's.
But what I
I
wanted to,
used to. I just don't anymore.
I've only used primarily Lex, Your Honor. What has came up briefly in the defense counsel argument, what gets brought up is this case is important because it discusses when, for example, gang detectives are speaking about. Typically, experts can talk about or rely on hearsay
Right.
to make their expert opinion. So when you have gang investigators who spoke and talk with a number of people, part of their response or expert opinion on XYZ is based on years of experience. And so this case has an important holding in relation to it specifically, neither witness expressly repeated the out-of-court statements of any person, although the detective testified that he was familiar with the Ramsey investigation, which was some other investigation he was talking about, and referred to speaking with another detective who worked on it. He did not specifically state what the other detective told him, or how he, developed his familiarity. So it was not obvious that the evidence was hearsay, such that the trial court should have sua sponte excluded it. This was a gang case where, kind of like how Detective Gaither, Dennis, and then Detective Dorito down the road, they reached their conclusions. And so if it's not, if they are not directly deriving what their statement is from hearsay, as an expert, this case is helpful to illustrate, in the context of a gang expert, how that can come up. So I just want to share that, Your Honor.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Sherman.
So, Your Honor,
Yes.
I don't want to be taken as crying or spilled milk, but I'm really trying to bring things to your attention. Miss Love referenced in kind of, I feel like I was the one that was making the most noise about the reports, especially investigators' reports. And the reason I was doing that, and we're not talking about expert testimony right now, reports by an expert. These experts were also testifying as fact witnesses.
Right.
And there were several times, it was Investigator Gaither, and I believe it was Investigator Dennis. I could be wrong on that, but it was definitely Investigator Gaither and another investigator. I think it was Dennis. And they testified to doing things in these cases. And we're looking at a lack of reports indicating tasks were done, showing photo lineups to certain people, interviewing witnesses. And I complained about that. And I said, well, where are the reports? Because at first I was, in cross-examination, well, wouldn't that have been something you would write a report about? And they said, well, we did write the reports. And so we met out in that side room with Investigator Gaither, but I believe investigators, we also talked to him, and they insisted that they wrote reports about this work. And it is correct when they said, when we left, we're retired, we cannot access the reports, but we left them with APD.
Okay.
The state has stated that they don't have these reports.
All right, that should not be happening. We'll take that back up when she comes back in here, wherever she is.
The
That's
state has stated repeatedly that they don't have the reports, and I think all of us are left in this quandary where the state's saying they don't have reports, but the witnesses are saying we wrote reports, and
Okay.
Can I
Do you
go
have
back for a
dates?
second? She said that should not be happening.
there were several times. It was Investigator Gaither, and I believe it was Investigator Dennis. I could be wrong on that, but it was definitely Investigator Gaither and another investigator. I think it was Dennis. And they testified to doing things in these cases. And we're looking at a lack of reports indicating that these tasks were done, showing photo lineups to certain people, interviewing witnesses. And I complained about that. And I said, well, where are the reports? Because at first I was, in cross-examination, well, wouldn't that have been something you would write a report about? And they said, well, we did write the reports. And so we met out in that side room with Investigator Gaither, but I believe Investigator Dennis, we also talked to him, and they insisted that they wrote reports about this work. And it is correct when they said, when we left, we're retired, we cannot access the reports, but we left them with APD.
Okay.
The state has stated that they don't have these reports.
All right, that should not be happening. We'll take that back up when she comes back in here, wherever she is.
The state has stated repeatedly that they don't have the reports, and I think all of us are left in this quandary where the state's saying they don't have reports, but the witnesses are saying we wrote reports. And
Okay, do you have dates for any of that? Have you previously discussed with counsel for the state
well, when I brought this up to
what you think this is?
yes, well, unfortunately, those witnesses have already testified, so of course I would like the reports. But going forward, and the part of my frustration is when the state says we don't have reports, and the witnesses are swearing there's reports, so we can't really nail the witnesses on it, and the state's saying, well, we can't hand anything over either. Then we talk about it in the court at the time just kind of said, well, there was a hack in 2018. And
That's actually what I was literally about to say, is it's possible that for some of these things, I mean, we all remember, we were all around in 2018, the city of Atlanta there was some huge cyber attack, and lots of things got disappeared from the because for some of it, it's probably legit.
Well, I'm not saying it is or isn't legit. I'm not saying it is or isn't
Right.
legit, but
I'm happy to bore down on it some more and talk
Because-
specifics.
I mean, it wasn't even, I can't recall if that was even suggested by the state, but that was just thrown out there. Well, reports are missing because of the hack, and I'm like,
Well, I'm happy, yeah, if you want to get together a list, and I mean, maybe more so for the witnesses going forward, and these, we're at this point not really talking about expert reports, we're talking about police reports, fact bases that ought to be out there, and, if you wanna in detail get that, because that is frustrating for everybody. I mean, yeah, it's out there, you wrote it down, so unless it disappeared in the cyber attack, it ought to still be able to be gotten, even if not by that witness, because that witness is retired, by the state, because the police and law enforcement are a part of the state, and so it is within the control, if not the custody of the state. So I'm happy for us to bear down and bore down and drill down some more on that. If y'all want to give me specifics, or if you want to, well, give both to me and share with the state specifics, because that will help them as well to not just say, hey, can you please give me everything about this case? But there should be a report from Detective Gaither dated August 2nd, 2000, about a lineup she did. And then they can actually search for something. So let's, to the extent y'all want that, and you're certainly entitled to it, let's get details together so that we can give that to the state, so they can give that to APD, and we can actually hopefully find something if there's something out there but missing.
yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Yes. Yes.
Turn over to defense. Every report from 2015, every
There you
report
go.
that the experts have referred to or will testify about, and the complete case files that exist for each of those reports.
Okay.
So we've turned that over. If I will await defense giving to us what they now posit they don't have,
Okay.
that we have not already addressed.
Okay.
And Your Honor, I am asking the court to refer to Hassan versus the State 318, Georgia 673. It's a 2024 case that has the full citation of the case that
Okay.
Mr. Atkins just.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Your Honor, I mean, with all due respect to everyone here, that's a bit disingenuous,
I think
because
is your mic on?
I'm turning it up.
Maybe we need to take a look at that and see if it's still working.
With respect to everyone here, that's a bit disingenuous to say, well, we're raising this for the first time. We had the issue in court with Investigator Gaither. The state is very aware of what those reports are. I'm not saying I know all the answers here. All I'm saying on those previous occasions, there wasn't, in my estimation, from my vantage point, there wasn't a lot of effort, and it was just blame the hack.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah.
And I don't want to keep going back and forth with blame or bashing. I want us to be productive and talk detail so that we can make things happen. So, thank you. All right, what else, if anything, that we can deal with today? It's okay to say that's about it for today, because I've got some homework anyway. All right, so we will adjourn for the day, and we will see everybody's smiling faces at 8:45 tomorrow morning. Thank you.
Your Honor, before the court,
Oh, yeah, there's one more thing for me too. Go ahead.
there's a scheduled matter that we would like to address with the court.
Okay,
With the matter of the bench.
okay, come on up. And I guess one person from each team.
Oh, she ain't letting them barge up there like they all do.
Earbuds and what have you over here that I have never used before. And if we're gonna be using those during the trial, I would like a little bit of practice on them before we get in front of the jury. So maybe, the next day we end at 4:30. Y'all remind me and let's all figure out how those work, because I don't know yet. All right. Are you just gonna be representative of everyone? Yes. Sounds good.
Judge made them not be able to have them headphones and be on no computers or nothing, so they just straight. That just kind of make them more tired. But I can understand that too because she just want them to stay focused, especially from this mean.
The state, due to a scheduling matter, may want to, whenever we do pick back up with the jury, which hopefully will be soon, but I'm not sure yet what all we're gonna get finished with this week. If we bring the jury back next week, there is a request for the court to consider having a witness who is not Mr. Copeland be the next witness because of the scheduling matter for the attorney who was examining Mr. Copeland. Now, we have to redo at least part of Mr. Copeland's testimony anyway. I don't know if that's an issue to y'all. We're gonna have to come up with whatever we're gonna say with regard to, you may be hearing a lot of this again and you're gonna need to disregard what you heard before. We'll have to work on that and y'all be thinking about that. That's y'all's homework. But is there objection to moving to another witness and coming back to Mr. Copeland? And if so, what is it? And then I'll consider whether I'm gonna permit it or not.
I can believe that, Sarge. Yes, Mr. Big Sarge. I can believe that, but she be wanting the last, word. Which I mean, she do her homework, but they put that man in the middle so they two won't be getting into it.
That's not what I was asking. I understand that this trial one that needs to be a mistrial, I understand, but that aside, just with regard to scheduling, assume we are going to go forward for the purposes of this discussion, and assuming that, I mean, y'all don't stipulate to everything he's already said, we have to redo a part of his testimony, well, whether we do or not, we're gonna have to continue his testimony. So is there an objection to essentially taking some other witness out of order in the midst of his testimony?
Your Honor, Keith Adams on behalf of Mr. Williams. Mr. Steele and I have consulted about that. And I don't purport to speak for anyone else. We do object to that. We believe that the complexity of Mr. Copeland's testimony and the issues surrounding his testimony and the confusion that will probably already attach to a jury coming in and seeing some of what Mr. Copeland's testified to and possibly having to be instructed about disregarding some of his testimony, we would object to going to another witness.
All right, I appreciate it, and I think with that objection, you know, it's well founded. So, y'all do what you have to do with regard to who might be handling the examination, but we will pick back up with Mr. Copeland and finish with him before we move to another witness.
Would you allow another member from the state to continue his examination?
Considering that we're gonna have to, well, as I understand it, there are a couple of days of, I don't know whether y'all got testimony out of him or not, or if it was just a discussion of whether he was going to plead the fifth or all. Was there testimony from Mr. Copeland prior to the motion to recuse on the 12th? Okay. All right. Considering that Ms. Hilton handled that testimony, we don't normally switch attorneys mid-witness. There is now a request on the floor to do just that, to switch attorneys mid-witness. We're switching judges anyway, and we're reading some things, so it's a little out of the ordinary anyway, but if there are objections to that, I will entertain those. Yes.
I would hope that's not tomorrow we will obligation. So that you know wherever she would like to go as far as I'm concerned, we'll not call on so. Who's the witness that would be subject? I heard it was
I don't know. Do y'all have another witness in mind?
what is the hiatus?
I don't know that either.
This will be 1 week, Your Honor, will be my absence, will be 1 week. Your Honor, we do have several witnesses. It would, with this intent to potentially just go in order of who we have kind of listed. So we wouldn't be calling anyone from the bottom of our witness list, but it would be someone with the same acts that we're.
So you just essentially skip over him and go to the next witness on your list and then come back to him?
Yes.
But I've kind of already entertained an objection to that and said, no, you can't do that, so. So the question on the floor at this point then is if we're continuing with Mr. Copeland and not picking up with another witness in the middle, is there an objection to another prosecutor handling the remainder of his testimony and whatever needs to get redone? Sure.
I know that hurt Thug feeling when she denied him quick, no bond. Then basically she said the rest of them too. Thanks for hitting that like button, whoever did. Would y'all hit the like button, pretty please?
Speaking only for Mr. Kendrick, Mr. Kendrick objects.
Okay. And on what basis? Because you want to make it difficult for the state.
No,
Which is fair.
well, no, Your Honor. This whole thing is messed up.
All right.
We've got to redo this.
All right.
Every people witness.
Okay.
I don't even want to get started. So switching out the questioning attorney
All right.
is just even more complicated.
Okay. So let me take that part of this under consideration. All right. Okay. So the other thing that I had
Your Honor.
is I
Your Honor.
asked.
Judge,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Didn't
Oh,
speak
I'm
quick-
sorry.
No, that's okay. I didn't speak quickly enough, or my microphone didn't come on quickly enough.
We'll blame it on that.
Yeah, it's the microphone. Just to be clear, on behalf of Mr. Williams, we don't have an objection.
Okay.
And I don't believe, I'll let everyone else speak for themselves, but I don't believe there are any other objections back here.
Other than the one already voiced by Mr. Hardy.
All right, so that's just us.
Okay.
I object to Mr. Adams that we looked at.
Okay, well, so noted. All right. Well, I'll think about that one. Okay, so, there had been, Miss Love put on the record this morning, that she had made the request for the Monday morning meeting. There was the June 10th meeting with Judge Landell and Miss Bumpus and others. The 7th, and I said I would get that ex parte because it did get taken down. And so I reached out to the court reporter who handled that, and she has given me a rough. Now this, and I'm going to
That's
share with each
fast.
of you. It's a rough, so this is not the official transcript, but I mean, she's an experienced court reporter, and this is probably pretty close to what it's going to be officially. But anyway, I'll just share that with each of y'all so that everybody's on the same page about everything, okay? So if y'all all want to come up here and get a copy from Ms. Persfield, after that, we will be in recess for the day. Thank you.
It relates to the ex parte.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about this, but I'm asking my colleagues if no one has the written motion for immunity for Mr. Coleman.
Okay, I think that probably got filed ex parte, but is there any objection at this point in time in the defense having as well?
No, Your Honor, not
Okay,
the defense, no. I
Okay.
just didn't wanna, no objection to the defense.
okay, so I'll email y'all if that's okay, because I don't have hard copies of that available. A copy of that, do y'all have the order?
We have it.
Okay, yeah, I'll make sure y'all have a copy of the motion. Okay. Third time's a charm, we're in recess? Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank y'all.
Yep, that judge surely is changing the flow how everything is. My music. Free Young Thug. You mean? Where's the more three? Oh, Julio. Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up and show it. But with him, I know he will strike. So, but I will pick it up and then put it down. Wow. Y'all hit that like button and that subscribe button. It don't hurt. It don't. No, it don't. Already. Determination. Determined. And motivation. Yes, sir. Okay, this was.
So we always knew he had to see him accomplish his goals and shit. Like,
But y'all, I'm finna go back to where he hold on. He had at the beginning, he cannot, like, if he wanted to purchase a car, like how Young Thug, bulletproof, uh he can't do that, and then he can't wear no bulletproof. It's just like the police is trying to set him up to get killed. I mean, even if he wanted to protect himself. Hold on, I'm trying to find the part, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my Lord. Oh. Okay, Miss Pat. Amen.
I don't know, my shit real. Any slight of noise, any slight of.
No, I need to go back a little bit. He talking about when he got shot. Shit, try to cold. I know it fucks with him.
They got to give you a lot of pain medication, and that's how sometimes a lot of people get hooked on.
When I got shot,
Sort of off the record podcast with each other.
Okay, wait. There we go.
You pop pills. I would think you would do that. I'm gonna tell you why. Because anybody who has gotten shot before, they got to give you a lot of pain medication, and that's how sometimes a lot of people get hooked on.
When I got shot, I went straight to jail. They didn't give me no medicine.
Should be no medicine.
They didn't give me medicine.
You just had to
I just
endure the pain.
I learned how to walk all over again. I just learned.
Oh my God!
I just learned like
that's a crazy.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I just learned like a fucking
God damn.
I just learned.
It doesn't hurt no more, but
no. I just learned like a month ago how to do push-ups again. I got this bullet for my hand still in my hand.
This is bullet. Oh my God! It feels like a bone.
But
one of the saddest. Anytime I see that video of you like bandaged up and you're like rapping, you're like freestyling.
Yeah.
It makes me feel sad, bro. Like because obviously you went through. It's like a lot of trauma, man. Like you're in an instant where everybody died with you.
Yeah.
And every time I look at that video, I'm like, I see somebody who's still fighting, who's resilient. Like there's hurt, there's pain.
Nah, for sure, it definitely hurt pain and shit, but.
Y'all know what? I don't think Ace should have got on her and spoke right after all these folks getting, arrested. But, but listen, y'all.
The way I think, the way I move,
watch what he said about the police.
The way I go about shit, I changed everything. Everything. So I'm really like, on some crazy shit, something crazy. I hate the situation, but I'm kind of grateful because it made me, man, I am that type of shit, the way I go about shit in life. Like, for some reason, I was crazy that day. For some reason, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. That day, I told myself I was trying to live like a regular life. That's what I told myself.
He's got a regular life.
Yeah, that's what I told everybody.
these days, like for example, I got bit by my dog. He got hit by her, so like he was like drugged up. He came out of the hospital, didn't even recognize it was me. He bit me. Kind of got a little bit of a scar, but that's like a crazy scar where you have the bullet still inside.
Yeah.
When you're like teeth, or like you get out of the shower and like you're looking at yourself, and you got hit 8 times, right?
Yeah.
When you're doing that, do the scars still exist on your body? Kind of almost like. It's like a sobering reminder.
It's
like,
Yungeen.
fuck,
What is his name? I think
I
Yungeen.
went through some shit. Also,
With the
probably
folio.
I ain't gonna lie, like even now,
I'm trying to see y'all.
I love my dog still, but like,
And y'all came out
I wouldn't
Yungeen.
come out of the hospital because I had to bring him there every week.
I was watching
I'm
this
allergic
earlier,
to
but I
it for
didn't
a
finish.
good,
But I
like,
seen one part
obviously, we're
when they got
because
to the police officer
a scar
with
is
his
usually a reminder of what
he
you
can't
went through, but
have
also
no
how
bulletproof.
resilient you are.
Yeah, I'm not for sure.
Shit, and you know he can't
Yeah,
have no
I know,
gun, so it's just straight up kill.
And shit about certain shit. I be tweaking. I'm gonna get in my little thoughts and be tweaking sometimes. Like I just be getting on some. When I overlook at it, I be like, oh yeah, nigga tried me. It is what it is.
Did you get shot? The other guy in your hand. That's
I got shot in my arm.
Wow.
I got shot 6 times in my butt.
In his butt.
6 times?
But yeah.
Oh well, shit. That's actually probably a blessing in disguise, right?
I was trying to shit my brother and shit.
Oh, that's what's up.
I was trying to shit him and push him out the car. Type
Yeah.
Shit. That's how that shit.
Wow. By the grace of God,
Yeah, I see that.
everything's so
Julio.
works. You don't. It's not like any failing internal organs.
Nah, yeah, no. I mean, when it get cold, it fuck me up. Why can't I? That's why I don't even come out of school. When it gets too cold, my shit to get to moving and shit, make me stiff up and shit. Even when I'm in the car and I'm sitting down too long, and I ain't, my body will lock up.
Your nerves, like so much, like the human body's so intricate. Like the it's crazy that you can even heal from bullet wounds. Like that's so violent. Like I could imagine like your nerves are probably like also. Are they fucked up? Like.
Yeah, they fucked up.
I don't know. Probably.
He said probably. Started from the butt.
I got PTSD bad.
Then you know your nerves bad.
That shit, I don't know. That shit, my shit real bad. Any sort of noise, any slight of whatever, my shit running.
I hate to go back to
You got a hot drilling.
Right before that incident happened to you, was there any thought in your mind, or did you have like you feeling like sometimes you have that bad feeling, something about to happen?
No, I already knew. I knew it was gonna happen.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? You had bad feelings?
Nah, I got a call.
He got a call. Wow. Gotta watch who you hang with these days.
Wait, what do you mean? So you got a call? Yeah. So the story I understand. You
That's
went
how
out
the
to
call
Hawaii,
got
right?
get
You
Julio.
were celebrating life.
And then the boys
way
Julio
back,
got, they got a call.
That's when everything happened. You had a call
They
warning
just
you?
killing themselves.
Nah, I got a call like a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Like basically people talking shit to you.
I just got a call. But yeah, I got weed.
What?
Yeah.
You're lying, really?
Sometimes they just be hanging themselves.
How do you process that though?
I should be like, fuck it, what up?
Yo, let me tell you this. It is crazy that like I see you today. We were
like,
even before we
I
started
don't give a damn. That's
man,
that look.
You don't seem that phased, man. Like
For real.
Like I told you, I feel like I'm scared. I thought you were gonna come in here with 40 people, and I expected it. And I was like, yo, of any day you could come in here, today is the day 17. This is good. So I expected that. You didn't come with 40 people. You kind of. If I was younger in the bulletproof this today.
Mr. You is so right.
They got some shit. They said I can't.
Here you go.
Only time I can't wear bulletproof vest, and I can't be in a bulletproof truck.
Why not?
Ask them.
We talking about the police in Jacksonville?
Police and feds.
That doesn't make sense.
So that's it.
Jeez.
And it's our hands, security.
No security.
I swear my wife.
Are you serious? So you can't have security.
You can't. No security, no bulletproof car or no vest. I just take life for what it is. Fuck it.
Wow.
Real shit though. They be trying to shit. I already told.
Trying to give open for them to murk his ass.
I guess they want to see me dead. I ain't,
Yep.
but I ain't going to.
But
You scared of death?
prayer, man.
I ain't.
Prayer. I hate to
I'm
say it, you got to just step back.
Old age.
Already.
I already had a dream. I'll be like 100 and some years old.
When you walk out the door, do you think about that? Like,
oh
man,
what? Die?
Well, that there's threats against you.
Oh,
Like,
I don't have to walk out the door. I know every time I wake up, every time I barely sleep because I know it can happen. I barely sit down because I know niggas can run up in your shit and kill you.
Paranoid? Not paranoid.
Cautious.
I seen your girlfriend expected. Congratulations. She had it already? Oh.
Got two.
Wait, is it twins?
Wait a minute, I
Oh,
gotta
no, it's two.
go back.
Take life for what it is. Fuck it.
Of any day you could come in here, today is the day 17th, good. So I expected that. You didn't come with 40 people. You kind of, if I was you, I'd be wearing a bulletproof vest today.
I can't wear bulletproof vests. Anyways.
Why not?
They got some shit they say I can't. Police I can't wear bulletproof vest and I can't be in a bulletproof truck.
Why not?
Ask them.
You're talking about the police in Jacksonville?
Police and feds.
That doesn't make sense.
So that's it. Any type of hands kill.
No, they didn't.
I swear.
Are you serious?
I swear.
So you can't have
I
security.
never heard of that though.
No security, no police, no bulletproof car or no vest.
Dang.
I just take life for what it is. Fuck it. Real shit though. They be
That's
trying to
cold.
I already told.
Especially how many people dropping in Florida.
I guess they want to see me dead. I ain't gonna lie. They want to, but I ain't going nowhere.
You scared of death?
I ain't done. I mean, I'm gonna die of old age. I already had a dream. I'll be like 100 and some years old.
When you walk out the door, do you think about that? Like,
oh man, what? Die?
Well, that there's threats against you.
Oh,
Like,
I don't have to walk out the door. I know every time I wake up, every time I barely sleep because I know it can happen. I barely sit down because I know niggas can run up in your shit and kill you.
paranoid?
Cautious.
Think that.
Not paranoid.
Cautious.
I seen your girlfriend expected. Congratulations.
Put the
She had it already? Oh.
put that.
Wait, it's twins? It's twins.
We got the volume. Just a second,
My
y'all.
son my first son, he just turned 1, July 10th. My second son was born June 18th. He a month old. So my son just turned 1 in my other son. They 11 months apart.
Wow. Well, that's why I think you should probably, that's what, like, your mentality for somebody who has been through so much is like to me, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But you have kids now.
Yeah. I don't really like riding in the car with them.
Really?
Fuck, I know they could die with me. I don't even like riding the car with people, period.
Why?
I know they could die with me. I always tell everybody before they get in the car with me, knowing you could die with me. So I advise you don't even get in with me. People that got around me, they prepare. So shit, like whatever.
I was watching an interview of yours, and I ain't gonna lie, like, call me a bitch, which I probably am. But you said you feel cursed.
Yeah.
You said most people that you interact with, that you kind of become cool with, they end up dying or going to jail.
Yeah.
And you start to feel that maybe you're cursed.
Yeah. So I try to keep people from around me. That's why I keep trying to tell you. Like it's literally, there's only about seven people that I fuck with. And shit, and most of them in jail. Shit.
You feel guilty?
Yep. Just because I know, like, what type of shit, like, my whole life, so I've been feel like I'm a curse since I came out of my mama pussy. So it's like,
Why though?
cause shit been bad. You going
Do
struggling.
you think
I
it's
know
'cause you did
everybody's
something? You think it's good, or it's just like it's just unfortunate circumstances? Because when you say curse, it's like
No, it's like a curse and a blessing at the same time. Type shit like I receive a lot of shit, but a lot of shit get taken away. You feel what I'm saying? So get taken away. So it's like I don't know, like it's just like going through shit in my life, like being from the bottom, like literally from the bottom. Like they do somebody from the bottom and shit, or they ain't had shit, or woo all that shit. But I really ain't had shit. Like nigga really had to grow up a certain way and grow up real early. Like boy, I had to take care of the house early. I got 8 brothers on one side. I had to take care of the house early. Niggas skipping school, doing all that shit, but niggas had to they had to make shit work. We get kicked out, we all outside, we using next door neighbor shit, like why they probably sleep or gone, we using all this shit.
I heard you say that. And I was like, that's a life that I don't think a lot of people resonate with, man.
It's cool. I mean,
I heard you say the story of like even with like water, it was like you used to fill shit up.
Yeah, feel like probably feel like the tub up with water and shit. Wash the dishes in the tub, or wash our clothes in the tub, or whatever. Get a pot, get like a bucket, like a clothing bin, like a little clothes bin, like dirty clothes bin. Get in one of them bitches, fill up the shower, and like you feel me. That's what we had to do though. Now that ain't gonna lie, that's what made me. I feel like I can survive anywhere. I can go anywhere in the world and be good by myself. I can survive anywhere in the world.
There's a lot of people who love you though. Does that manifest like your thought in terms of? I can't imagine like being like your girlfriend or even your kids. They want to be with you, and when you're like, listen, I love y'all, so I want y'all to stay away from me.
Yeah.
That gotta be. It's hard on them too, right?
It's hard. Ain't gonna lie, it's hard, and it's like it's hard because like motherfuckers be thinking I don't want to be around them or some shit, but really I'm trying to say type shit on some shit. I don't know. It be deeper. Like my thought process be deeper than what people think. Feel me? So I be trying to avoid certain shit so certain shit don't happen to you. But when you got people who love you, they be on some shit like I'd rather die without you. Like if I ain't got you, I'd rather just die. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that thought came from the tragic incident with like the car and you probably thinking, yo, they targeted me, but other people died. And you kind of feel a little bit guilt. Like, man, maybe if I was just in the car by myself or whatever, and y'all went around, shit, if I went, I went, but like, y'all wouldn't die too.
Yeah, y'all wouldn't, yeah. That's what it be like. That's why I try to avoid, certain shit. Like I say, I don't be wanting people to call me. Like, in the end, me personally, I don't want people to call me. I get real. You know what I'm saying? On everything. I ain't gonna lie, when I'm in the car, bro, I literally watch. I'm telling them I can see everybody in what car behind me and in front of me. I can tell you what car's behind me. And cars behind me, I'm knowing where every car. Cars in front of me, I'm knowing where. Not following it.
Do you believe? It's like an interesting question because I listen to your music and I see your demeanor, and I'm wondering how much of like even that situation or other situations you believe is like an act of God, like the fact you say like. Do you believe that the reason why you're here is because God spared you? Like the reason why? No, serious.
Yeah. I laugh because I met someone that I be wondering why God blessed and spared me. That's exactly what I said. I mean, yeah. You know, God take, control all this shit. I mean, like your story already written and shit. It's the way He written my story. It's the way that bitch written already. It's like, however it is. I don't know. See, but everything, man, yeah, it's a blessing I'm still here today. There's a lot of people that ain't here. You know what I'm saying? But
I heard you talk about just even losing your brother, and it felt like you had to go through a lot of internal like healing in terms of like getting over it.
I still ain't over it. I still ain't over that shit. I still ain't even healed from that shit. I always talk about that shit. I still ain't over it. Shit. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'm still ain't over it because it probably been like 5 years, about 6 years. I don't like saying that, but it probably 5 years, almost the next number of years. So it's like, I still ain't over it.
You ever? When's the last time you cried?
I don't think I cry tears no more. I think I just be. I don't know. I feel like I don't cry tears no more. I just cry within myself type shit. I don't know. Like, I think I cry within myself. I don't cry tears. I don't even let people even see me down or whatever. But like, I think I cry within myself. Like I be discussing with myself. Like I be crying to myself.
Yeah.
No tears though.
No. Like I mean, shit. Like it feels like you've been through so much, man. And even, how are you even able to like keep an upbeat personality? You know what I mean?
See, I know life be life go up energy and shit. So I ain't gonna lie, I hate when niggas be on. You see, I come in, we be vibing, I be cooling. I don't be on no super tough shit. I be cool, like you feel me? I hate when niggas walk around and feel like they so tough. That's why niggas die. You think you too tough. You don't gotta be tough 24/8. Like you don't have to show that you tough 24/8. That's what I'm saying. Like, I be vibing. Like people be feeling like this, and this to like everybody. Like people be feeling like I'm straight angry all 24/7. I'm straight angry. Ooh, I'm evil as fuck. Da da da. Like when people actually meet me, they be like, "Are you cool as fuck? You be just be chilling." I be like, I don't know why. You think I'm angry all day?
Well, I mean, a lot of people consume a lot of stuff via the internet. Like, for example, as I said, I told you, I said, I thought you were going to come in here with 40 people. I was like, yo,
32 of us.
When I listen to the music, it feels like you have an army behind you. When I watch the documentaries about Jacksonville, it feels like it's so many people. And you told me something interesting, which I was shocked. You said you only have a handful of homeboys.
Yeah, only a handful. Like I said, bro, it's like, this the thing. People be trying to the hood, they be trying to bring the whole hood with them. I get it, feel me? But like, the whole hood don't be with you though. Because most niggas die in their own hood, right? So you can't bring the whole hood. Because you got to please everybody in the hood. You ain't got that much money, your ass gonna be broke back in the hood. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, niggas be having 100 niggas around them, and they feel like when they got 100 niggas around, nigga ain't gonna fuck with them. I don't care how many niggas you got around you. I don't care. Cause either you pussy as fuck, and half of them niggas, majority of their ass pussy, and most niggas gonna tell, and most niggas gonna do what they do. You feel me? But it's like, you got your whole hood, you got a whole gang of niggas, right? And like, when you go out of town, say like you go to Cali, you can't fly your whole gang to Cali. You can't fly your whole hood to Cali.
Yeah.
Versus a nigga like me, I fuck like 7, 8 people. Feel me? I could fly all of them, boy, man. Oh man, shit, man, hell no. Can we go on? Let's go. If I got $1 million, I can get all y'all 100. But if it's a whole hood, I can't get all y'all 100,000. I can't get all y'all 10,000. I can't do it.
Yeah, no, it's interesting because like
I can't even watch that many niggas.
True.
I even go to my show, any promoter that ever with me, they'll tell you right now, they be like, bro, I would literally go to my show by myself.
Well, a lot of people from the hood industry think it's safety in numbers, right? Like, yo, I'm with 100 niggas. So if I'm with 100 niggas, like, that's my security. That's my safety.
I'm gonna shoot each other. Y'all gonna shoot each other, bro. It's too many of y'all. Y'all gonna shoot each other. You can't do all that. You can't manage too many people. You can't even watch that many people. You can't. I can't watch that many people. I can't. I'd rather it be 6 of us, 7 of us, two trucks, 2 whatever, and we just be cool. Right.
So you don't believe in strength in numbers, because I know certain people, they like, they'll go on tour with, yo, all right, I'm gonna bring 20, 25 people, let niggas know I'm really like that.
That don't make you like that.
So I'm here to check out Keith. He's interested in setting up his LLC for his business. I'm gonna show him Taylor Brands. Come along with me.
For the music, that shit like 300 Spartans, man. That's against the whole world. I'm in 2 trucks. I can see, when I'm in 2 trucks like this, I can see anything behind that second truck, you following me.
Well, you normally like when in a car, like you're looking at the side mirrors, the rear view, like
yeah, I'm watching anything. I'm gonna look back.
Really?
Fuck that. I'm everybody in this car. If you ain't the driver, everybody else look, pay attention. Man, I'm moving so wrong. You ain't. Nah. If I got 2 trucks, I know the only thing behind me is this truck. Anything else, grass. Don't pull up on the side of me and don't pull up behind me. Don't be trying to follow.
What about if a fan sees you in like
traffic? Nah, real shit. Nah, I fuck with the fans and shit, but I don't be. Don't follow me though.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I've been through some shit, so I don't follow me.
Yeah, I seen Lotto. It was a body cam footage of, like, she ran a red light and she was like, oh, she drove from the club. She was in like a Lamborghini and shit. Yeah. And the cop said, well, why you run a red light? It's like, well, they be trying to follow me home. It is fans. You know, obviously she's a female. She probably don't have that threat level, but you don't want your fans to be like, oh shit, oh my God, Yungeen, it's like, I'm gonna follow you wherever you going.
I mean, I'm not gonna give you a chance to follow me, for one. Because she did the right thing by just running them lights. I'd rather take a ticket than die. I'd rather pay a ticket than be paying for a funeral. Feel me? So, if you got running lights, run them bitches. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead. Don't stop at I'm not stopping at no light. I got shot at a light, so I know not stopping at no lights.
Really?
Fuck yeah, boy. Yeah, I ain't doing none of that. You ain't doing none of that. I can't come out here for real. I'm not coming here because I stop and you gotta. It's so